What would my life be like if we didn't conclude the Beater Light series with a look at a no-name XML2 Alonefire off of Amazon? Amazon is good and bad. You can get a whole bunch of stuff really fast, really cheap, but you also get a lot of crap. And this one, unfortunately, falls into that category. However, as far as crap goes, it is some of the better crap. Forgive the lens disturbances right here. I've had it in it's hot tonight. The AC is running really cold and it's fogging up. It's a 57mm standard reflector. So this is a 2-in-1 review. The Alonefire is just, again, a no-name light from YouTube. This is a barely named light. Skysted, which I did a review of before, the XML2 U3 Zoomy. I think a couple years ago I did a review. Well, this is the C8 version of that with the same emitter, XML2 U3 or clone, I'm not sure. Basically, the reason for this, putting these together, is because they are using the same emitter and they're close in output and throw. They are budget bangers. Really, the only purpose for this is if you like the old C8 style, which I do, and we're going to take them both out and we're going to kind of look at them. But this one is actually a great thrower. I'm getting 39 KCD with this. It is a great little light, and we're going to celebrate a garage cleaning here with a shot. So this is the one mode XML2 U3 emitter that is just a one mode on off. No tactical, just one mode on and off. Nonetheless, it has got one of the cleanest, nicest beams I've seen. In the glove compartment it goes along with the other one when I need it. So if you want to, again, if you want a one mode beater light, Skysted provides those with a bunch of different emitters, and they're only a day or two away on Amazon. So here's the Alonefire. Similar output and throw. It might be a little brighter. I don't think so. It does throw just a little bit further, but not much. And what you're seeing there is pretty true to life. So you see this has a little bit less throw, but when you put it side by side, there's really not much difference. So I'm trying to move this around my neck, this little flashlight holder thing, or phone holder thing, and do this. So I apologize for that. I apologize for the weirdness of the shots. So here they go, right here. And now we'll step outside and we'll do it and see if we can't get a little more clarity. Now notice this one turned off with one click. That's only because I had it on for more than 8 or 10 seconds. This is standard long mode memory that crappy lights get on budget lights. And of course, the reason we're staying with budget lights in so many of these reviews, I get people that ask me when the rest of my nicer lights sent by Nightcore and Phoenix are coming in. The answer is soon. But remember, a lot of the emphasis on lights, the thing that really makes them interesting is the budget side of things. Whereas the name brand lights get all the attention, they hog all the fame to themselves. If you're really honest and you look for it, you can find some good deals in the budget realm. And so that's what we want to look for today. And that's why we're doing all these videos, and I'm putting myself on the chopping block with reviewing these budget, sometimes very ghetto lights, because sometimes you do get good offerings, and that's why I'm going to take a risk. Now sometimes these manufacturers, I can send them an email and they send them to me to review, but not always. Sometimes they really don't care, and I'm thinking to myself, if that's the case, you know, if they think they're big and high and mighty and they don't need promotion, then that's just fine. If it's cheap enough, I'll buy it. If not, it doesn't really matter. So here we go. We're firing up the Alonefire here, XML2 U3, or so we're told. Good range, and it is about 50-ish, a little bit, maybe then a little, maybe 55-ish. And I to be honest with you, I did not measure it. And for those of you who have asked how I measure my lights, I either use a reputable source to name them, or I do my own calculations with a known specs of similar performing lights and reflector sizes. I also have a little configuration which I will demonstrate in another video at some point. It's somewhat crude but accurate. And once you get a certain type of light, for instance a 63mm reflector, you can kind of ballpark that pretty well after that. So even though the eye is deceiving, it's still, I would say, somewhat accurate. So we're going to go up at the trees. Because of that 57mm reflector cup, you're getting good range. Again, this is a glove box level light. It is a give to grandma light. It's an in-light charging light that has a battery that is maybe okay, but not great. I haven't discharged it, but it has run as long as I have wanted to run it. So kudos to that. I think the Chinese have run into so many takebacks and bad reviews due to the issues with batteries that they finally started cracking down. That, however, is not a proven thing. It's just my estimation. So here we go. You can see that it's a pretty good thrower for budget purposes. It's definitely a good looking light. It's just very charismatic. I would really love to see 2 buttons and have a momentary on and have a nice carabiner for carry. This is actually an excellent looking light. This Alonefire, which I can't even remember the name of. It's not even on the box. Okay, let's finish off over here, and then we'll zap out the other one. And then okay, let's turn it off. So let's turn it back on. Here's the low mode. A little bit of pulse width modulation. None that bothers the eye. You can't see it in practical use. So I always leave it up to you guys if you want to risk any pulse width modulation on these budget lights. I'm very sensitive to it, so I get a headache if I have a lot of pulse width modulation, but I don't notice it at all. And if I don't notice it, you probably wouldn't notice it. So yeah, there's that. That's low. There's off. Now I'm going to just do this. And then notice there's no, I'm clicking it fast. There's no annoying blinkies. So yet another plus for the Alonefire in this little 2-for-1 review. Okay, let's go to the Skysted C8. Now again, I'm partial to this. See, that's a very good looking beam. Very good looking beam there. It's not quite as tight as the 57mm. It's a standard C8 cup, so it's nice and effective. I think the battery's crapping on me, so I may ought to try to start again. Let's see. I think it'll hold. I think we're and I think that's about standard. I'm trying to decide if it's crapped out or not. Let's go a little bit slower. Start with the mailbox. So this is standard domed emitter C8. If you want to host, if you want to gut this and put in a pill with a newer emitter, then you certainly can. I picked this up, I think, for 20 bucks, just at 20 bucks. And the other for also 20 bucks. So they both went for 20 bucks. Yeah, so you got 39K. It's losing its kick out range, but it's still very good. And when you're using it just on off, it's actually quite effective. It's a decent 900 lumens or 800 something lumens, I would imagine. I don't have the light box in the Igloo that I usually use to when I do test. I do a lumens estimate, and you just set it on. And this is I'm not going to bother with this. This is these are the beater lights. So, and then we'll do one more shot with both. So you can see. Let's let it start again here. So there we go. So 2-in-1, Skysted C8 and Alonefire, and you're starting to see more of these on eBay and different stores. But Amazon has a lot of them now, and they are pretty. This is a good looking light. I think this is actually a really nice looking torch. If only they had some pride and gave it a good driver and and made it awesome. I really like it. Maybe you don't agree with me, maybe you do, but you might put in the comments if you like it or not. But both of these, I'm partial to the standard C8 and I'm partial to this particular beater. And thus concludes the beater lights series, at least for now. Thanks for watching.